Hi, I'm here at Hollow Car Gardens today. I'm checking out the grass, checking out what they do and checking out their regime on the lawn care, and I thought I'd share a few tips on grass cutting for beginners. So if you like what I do and want to share, if you just hit the subscribe button, that'd be absolutely awesome. So here we go. Here's the first tip to getting started to have a decent lawn. First one is get started and do it gently. Now, it's assumed, one of the big things that I always see when people get started with grass care is what they do is they absolutely nail it. So they don't cut it for 6 weeks or for however long, and then they get out there and they drop the lawnmower down to the absolute lowest level, and they absolutely nail the grass. Nails it in loads of different ways. What it does is it stops the grass from growing properly. 2, it takes the grass an absolute age to recover. And then 3, if you cut it that short at the wrong time of year, what happens is it's knackered. It's just totally knackered. So don't do it. The first thing to do is when you get on the lawnmower and you get out there, just clip it off very lightly. Just a very light clip. Don't overdo it. Tip 2 is once you start clipping it at that length, be patient. Be patient. You can't make it look like a football pitch in one cut. But the trick to it is keep cutting it at the same length for maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And if you can do that, that will just start to get the grass into a habit of growing correctly. Looking at the wrong part of the camera. But anyway, so yeah, tip 2, cut it regularly, daily, bi-daily, every 4 days at the same length, and that will actually get it started. Tip 3, once you've got it into that sort of routine of cutting, the next tip is take it down just a little bit. So the trick to this is keep the frequency of the cut regular, every 2 or 3 days maybe, daily if you want to be really obsessive about it, and just clip off the grass, but take it down just one setting. Normally on a lawnmower that might be between 7 and 10 mil per cut, but that's quite a big swathe of grass that you're going to cut off. So take it down to the next level. Now you're not going to go from 60 mil down to 55 and then down to 30. What you're going to do is you're going to basically train the grass gradually over a period of months to just get it down to level. Now the trick to it is once you start to increase this, the next tip is you're going to have to feed it, because the more you push grass to grow properly, the more you're going to have to feed it. And the feeding comes from either doing it yourself or getting a company like All Gardening Lawn Service to do it for you. And what we'll do is we'll give it a nice, delicate, healthy feed that will get it on its way. So you've got the frequency cut, you've got the cut coming down, you have to do that gradually. So when you get it down, you then have to start feeding it. Now, once you've got it fed, what you'll see, and tip 4, is you'll start to see what I call a flush, is once the feed hits the roots, the grass will just start belting out of the ground. Now, the trick is, do not slow down your cut frequency. At this point, you need to increase the cut frequency. But if you're doing it daily, that means basically keep doing it daily. But if you're not doing it daily, you're going to have to go for daily, bi-daily, and get the grass under control. So that's that tip, is basically feed it and then increase the frequency. So once you've got the frequency and you've got the grass flushing, the next trick is to gradually bring the cut down. Now, what you'll learn when you start bringing it down is not every grass type will actually want to be brought down to a level that you'd love to have it at. But what we're aiming at is to get it to about 30 or 40 mil, about that high, yeah? That will create a really nice turf bed for you, and it will just start to make it healthy. Now that is a few tips. So 1, cut it, but don't cut it too much. 2, cut it regularly. 3, give it a feed. 4, start bringing the cut down. 5, then start to learn about the grass. Not every grass is going to be a fine, super fine lawn. So you can't go super fine with the wrong grass, but that's going to be for another day to talk about. So that's my tips. Give it a try. If you like what I'm saying, encourage me, join the conversation, and hit subscribe. Let's see what we can do. Anyway, I'm going for a wander around Harlow Car. Let's see what we can see. See ya.